Well, everybody, I have taught at a liberal arts college for over 30 years, and every once in a while, I've been known in my classes to discuss the subject of beauty. Beauty in the arts, beauty in nature, beauty in ourselves. And guess what? Guess what we've got today? We've got some major beauty here. Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody, it is a Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s Tobacco Burst. And I don't have that much to say about it at the moment. I'm going to play it. You know, I haven't been playing that much on the channel. I don't want anyone to think I've forgotten it. I'm going to come back to it. You know, I get so worried about what people will say. Not you guys that watch the channel. I get worried about people I work with, people, I don't know, just weird. And when the channel gets big, sometimes I start to freak out. It's not big, but I mean, but anyway, here we go. Look at that Gibson Les Paul Standard, that beautiful neck. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I bought this at Guitar Center. It's got an excellent setup. Look at that. I'm not even going to go through everything right now. I'm just going to gaze at it. That's the Tobacco Burst. It was that. They've got like a Heritage Cherry Burst. Oh, it was either one or the other. And if money were no object, which of course is not the case for most of us, I would have bought them both. Man, it was a toss-up, that Heritage Cherry. But I love that Tobacco Burst. Girl. You know what? I've come to Gibson late. I was always more of a Fender guy. But I think what happens is, you know, they say Gibson's a kind of a big boy's guitar. I don't know if that's true, but I kind of have seasoned into realizing, man, these Gibsons are nice. It's true. I think you've got to find a good one. I think that's kind of one of the cool things about Gibsons is, you know, everyone's a little different. But, man, that's mahogany. Look at that. Oh, man. I don't know how much I'm going to play that thing. But I played it. It's got a great setup. And the intonation on it was great. That's one thing I'm always worried about. Man alive, that's a beautiful guitar. Like I said, this is not a musical review. It's not an instrument of a musical... It's not a review of a musical instrument. We are just focusing on the theme of beauty. What a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh. And you know that another interesting observation I would have is, you know what, the Epiphone, there's an Epiphone inspired by Gibson guitar that looks about like this. It's like a third of the price, less than half the price anyway. It's not that cheap though. Epiphones aren't as cheap as I used to think they were. I was looking at it. It looks about like this. It doesn't say Gibson on it. It says Epiphone. But you know, there's just something about that nitro that just, and you know it's going to kind of, look at that. It just has a more organic feel. The nitro, it has that kind of furniture look. That there's nothing wrong with poly, by the way. I'm not cutting down. I've got some nice poly guitars, but when you get that nice wood, that nitro is just, I don't know. I don't even know. I wonder if people can even tell. I don't know if you did like some kind of a test and said, is this nitro, is this poly, and you know, just some of them I might not be able to tell myself, but when you see it, it's kind of like, oh, it's so beautiful. You can just really appreciate it. Look, it's got the 50s style pots. It's got these Kluson tuners. You know what? This is a 50s era, so it's not like a replica like a 59. But it's kind of Fender, you know, it's kind of like Fender does with the American Original series. But it's got those Kluson tuners. Now, I have heard some people say it's worth changing them out to the Grovers. like they had in the 60s. I'm not going to do that, although I might have preferred the Grovers if they came with Grovers. But I wanted that 50s. The 50s, everybody said, has kind of a fat neck, and that's what I like. I like 50s playing. I like good rhythm guitar. And to me, a good 50s guitar will always, if it's a nice one, you'll know it's always good for playing rhythm, because in 50s music, there was a lot of good rhythm playing. Anyway, our focus wasn't on music. It was on the theme of beauty. What a beautiful thing, huh? And by the way, I will not. I am still keeping this channel going. But I'll post. And I'll try to post. I've got some nice books and things. I've got some Patty Boyd books. I bought some books I want to talk about, and some nice photos, and definitely some more music I want to play. So I'll be around. But definitely a beautiful guitar. Oh my gosh.